This is Dilemma Corruption. Each week, these 13 players will be competing in a main game, in which they must lie, cheat, and steal from one another until one person is named as the winner of the week. And, more importantly for our purposes, one person is named as the loser of the week. The bottom player every round selects 2 players as duel candidates, and the rest of the cast votes for one of the duel candidates to face the main game loser in a duel to the death. The player who loses the duel goes home. In the end, only 2 players will remain, and those 2 players will duel it out until we have the winner of Dilemma Corruption. Hi girls, and welcome to Dilemma Corruption. Yes, thank you for that unprompted applause. I want you all to get one official chance to introduce yourselves to each other. So we're going to go in a circle, say your name, pronouns, and a fun fact that you just want to share with the group. A lot of people tend to share surgical history. I prefer not to do that, but your story is yours to tell. So we're going to start with you over here.
I'm Emily. I'm 25 from New York. And a fun fact about me is I have a stool test to take back on Wednesday.
And you have one to take during the first challenge.
My name is Mackenzie. I'm 29. I'm originally from New York. And then I played travel softball for 10 years.
I'm just gonna be me. It's hard to say what a strategy is because I don't know the rules of the game yet. So right now I'm just trying to be friendly with everyone, make connections, and see how far that gets me.
What is your worry coming into the game?
Is it bad that I'm not worried?
No.
I'm not worried.
My name is Oscar, pronouns he, him, or her. I'm 33 years old, and a fun fact, I just pierced my ear.
I'm Thomas, he, him pronouns. I'm living in Atlanta, Georgia, and I delivered 2 babies within 20 minutes yesterday. Hey y'all, I'm Thomas. I am from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm playing Dilemma Corruption. I have played several games. This would be my 3rd of this style. So I feel like I have solid experience. You know, I only had the opportunity to play every couple of years, so I'm taking the opportunity to play this weekend.
Matt, also known as Koa. I am from the Houston, Texas area, 31, and I guess fun fact, birthday was in the beginning of the year, so I'm a January New Year's baby.
Aww. Happy birthday.
You might remember me from Dilemma 1 being the first boot, but overplaying, getting crazy. Also know me from Greenhouse on the Taylor floor. This is 3rd time playing. Maybe it's the charm. I've done other games in the past, but we're going to learn from our mistakes and try our best this time around, and let's not get first boot this time.
I'm Trinica, she, they. I'm 30, and I'm from California, but I've been here for 8 years. And fun fact, I've touched probably 1,000 crickets. I'm not at liberty to discuss why.
Hi everyone, my name is Josh. I'm 35 years old. I am from Dallas, and my fun fact is about a decade ago, I got to play professional hockey for 2 seasons.
I'm German. I'm 33 from Orlando, and fun fact, I went to the Paris Olympics last year. Not as an athlete.
Oh, still cool. Okay, we'll go to Mira.
Hi, I'm Mira, 27, she, they pronouns. I'm from Central Ohio, right outside Columbus. And fun fact, I was in a cult growing up. I am a case manager for people living with HIV and AIDS, helping make sure they have access to their medication, doctor's appointments, all that fun stuff. I'm also a bartender part-time. Yeah, I have absolutely no strategy because the little blurb we were sent just says be ready to break the rules of the game and break your competition. I enjoy finding loopholes. I enjoy thinking outside the box and trying to break games. So I'm hoping that lends well to this.
My name is Kevin. I'm 28 from Dallas, Texas. And a fun fact would be I do improv. Yeah.
Hi, I'm JD, he, they pronouns, 24, from New York. Fun fact about me, I share a birthday with Alex Trebek, the host of Jeopardy! I think it's fun.
You guys can judge. Look, I thought it was fierce.
I'm really just here for vibes. Honestly, I think this is, especially getting a good first glance at the group I'm playing with, I think this is a very vibe forward group that won't be too heavily into like strategically sweating each other out. So I think I can calm myself down a bit on that front and sort of just try to put the charm offensive on to the max.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm 31 years old from Houston, Texas. I get to say I am an episode 1 loser of a reality show.
Oh, which one?
Beast Games.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool. An alumnus of the Beast Games with us.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily. I am another Emily, so yay, Emily's are really cool. So yeah, I am 25. I currently live in Huntsville, Texas, and I'm a published poet, so that's kind of cool. It's just in my college undergrad journal, but like,
Still.
I still like to brag.
Don't downplay it. Oh my god. That immediate downplay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay.
What's your strategy coming into this game?
Try not to look like a fool. It's my strategy. I'm not typically like extremely challenge smart, so I think my like social skills will definitely have to come into play here because I don't think these my challenge skills are gonna pull me through.
So throughout the next 3 fucking days, we'll be doing different games and slowly eliminating each and every one of you until we have one person left standing as the winner of Dilemma Corruption. Let's take a look at the rule recap for the first game. Let's talk big picture. Every round, we're going to have an all-play main game in which every contestant is going to compete. At the end of every game, at least one person will win immunity. If only one person wins, they can choose another player to share immunity with. Otherwise, if there's a tie, then only the members in the tie will share immunity from the victory. You're all going to be able to earn coins throughout the game. This is the in-game currency that will allow you to buy different advantages in the challenges and whatnot. There will also be one person at the bottom. The last place player will select 2 players as duel candidates. The cast will then vote to put one of the candidates in the duel against the last place player. Everyone but the last place player will vote. You can turn in 3 coins for an additional voting ballot. If there's a tie, the last place player breaks the tie. The 2 bottom players will then face off in a duel. The winner stays in the game, the loser goes. In the elimination duel, the winner will take the coins of the loser. If there is a tie for last place, the winning player or players will break the tie. Any games that end in a tie between all players will be broken by the coin count each individual player has. Any other tie situations where the standard rules do not work, we will revert to the coin count of the players at play in the tie. Let's start with main game number 1, Blind Faith. All of you are about to receive 10 numbered cards, numbered 1 through 10. Throughout the game, you'll be able to go to the dueling table and face off against another player. If someone agrees to duel you, you'll go to the table and present a card to the game runner. The game runner will look at the numbers secretly without revealing them to the players, and then apply the score to the private Excel sheet. If players play the same number, both people get 5 points. If the players' numbers add up to 10, both players get an extra 3 points. If the numbers are different, 8 and 4 here, the person who played the larger number receives twice the difference. So here, 8 minus 4 is 4, times 2 is 8. So the person who played 8 will receive 8 points. I have 3 examples for you. First, both players play 5. They played the same number, so both players get 5 points. And the numbers add up to 10, so both players get an additional 3 points. Example 2. One player plays 10, the other player plays 1. The difference between the two is 9 times 2 is 18. So the player who played 10 gets 18 points. The other player gets nothing. Next example. One player plays 8, the other player plays 2. The difference between the two is 6 times 2, 12. The person who played 8 gets 12 points, and both players receive 3 points for adding up to 10. The main catch to this game is that scoring is blind, so you can make whatever deals you want going into the dueling ring, but you will not know what actually happened until we reveal the final scores. The results of individual duels will never be revealed. The player with the highest score receives 3 coins and immunity to share with another player. The player with the lowest score goes into the duel and must drag someone with them. The game will last 90 minutes. If you hold onto a card at the end of the game, your score is 0. You're allowed to trade and hand over cards. Someone must have a claim on a card at all times. You can't just drop one in the trash. We'll check the footage and figure you the fuck out. Additionally, a player can spend 10 of their points to receive a card with the number 11 on it. Only one player can claim this throughout the challenge. If the player who asks for the 11 does not have 10 points to trade, their score goes down to 0 and they do not receive the 11-point card. Additionally, everyone can earn coins in this game. For every 10 points, starting at 50 points, you receive a coin. So a score of 50 gets you 1 coin, a score of 60 gets you 2 coins, and a score of 80 gets you 4 coins. So good luck, everyone. It's a fairly simple game. Let's see what kind of math chops we're dealing with and what kind of negotiation chops we're dealing with. Gun for immunity, avoid the bottom, and more than anything, avoid the duel. The players were given 20 minutes before the challenge started.
You get 5 points for having the same number and 3 points if they add up to 10, correct?
And whoever's the last, if you have cards remaining at the end.
0. Automatic 0.
One strategy is to like make sure somebody you're working with wins, but
Right.
that could also guarantee somebody you're working with loses if you don't switch cards around in the right order.
Exactly. Theoretically, you could just give all of your high point cards and take low point cards and just put all of the points on one person, but then you would end up with close to no points and have 0 points and lose. And
Is there a way
automatically
with a
duel.
group of 5 to get somebody to win and everyone else average? Like, is that possible?
I mean, we can average if we all match numbers, certain numbers.
Yeah.
Get to the 10 as many times as we can.
Yes.
Right. I mean, there's 13 people playing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unless the 8 other people
I think the
really
biggest
don't
mistake here is we do need an even number of people.
Yeah.
Because otherwise one of us will lose.
Well, there'd still be 50 cards. It's still an even amount of cards.
You just had to find someone outside the group to trade with at least once.
You can just hand off a card to someone else
and just give it
and
away. Okay. I like the way you think.
Because you don't have to. It's not. It doesn't have to be an even trade.
Yeah.
Like as long as there's an even amount of cards, then you're fine.
Because everyone will play the cards.
I like the matching idea.
Matching with 5 points. 5 points is just like an extra little tip. I don't think that's like a large amount in the scheme of things because
getting double the points is better.
Exactly. Like if
Also
you
match with the adding of 10.
Well,
we can't match. That's only one
what
way to do
doubles the
that.
points?
Because,
Like,
like,
difference?
if there's a difference.
Like if you do like 9 and 1,
Yeah.
that adds to 10, and so that's like 3 points. But
Mhm.
the difference between 9 and 1 is 8 times
So you
2
get
is 16.
Right.
Like
So
16
that-
compared to 3 and
That's
5.
probably the best thing
like,
to
that's very
do
small.
is like between us just go back and forth, like racking up those
Exactly.
double
smart,
points.
yeah.
How you feeling first off?
A little better because I know like a couple people. So this is the first game I've like gone into where I actually know people.
You said you knew some people. Who are people that you know?
So I know Koa, Trinica. I played a game with her as well. So yeah, there's a couple people I'm familiar with.
And then, what would you say you're most afraid of?
I guess in every game I'm always afraid of being the first boot. Yeah, I've been close a couple times, but hopefully I can avoid that this weekend.
Last time I was in Dilemma, I was first boot.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to at least not get that. But I think the trick to this is just talking to people, not like overplaying anything.
Yeah.
And doing the best we can. It's going to be won by whoever trades cards, probably.
Yeah.
So whoever's doing the heavy trading, they're going to win this, but they're also going to be a big target.
Yeah. I want to finish like in the middle because I think we both are, at least I feel like I have enough people I know that like wouldn't drag me.
Yeah, and I think that same group of people, I could group in with y'all and feel like we'll be all right. We just roll with that.
Okay, yeah, just wanted to reiterate that I want to work with you, obviously.
Yeah, same.
We
I got your back.
Cut short last time.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Josh and I played in reindeer games for like a round.
And speaking of that, Koa wants to work with us too.
Fantastic.
And we're seeing if we can bring Mackenzie in and to sort of have that like secret
Mackenzie.
reindeer alliance.
Mackenzie.
You're leery of her?
Yeah, I am, but I think I can work with her for now.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to be a long-term thing for me, just to be totally frank with you, but I can work with it for now. Emily is not the Emily P. She's like my biggest concern here.
Oh, okay.
I played competitive events with her.
Okay.
She's like crazy good.
Okay.
She completely blindsided me. Everyone knew she was a huge threat, and still she made it to like very far in. I don't remember where. She's just like, just watch out there.
Okay.
And I'm like putting myself on the line, telling you that obviously you could like turn around and go to her. But
no, I literally
trust
don't
you.
know her.
Yeah, she's like a lot smarter than she's going to play.
Gotcha.
Like she's
okay.
going to seem like she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. She knows what she's doing.
Gotcha.
So just remember that.
Okay, cool.
My name is Trinica. I have played a couple LRGs this summer. I think this is like my 7th or 8th. I kind of had like a crazy summer. Dilemma Season 1 was my first ever LRG last May, and then I played a bunch. And I know a lot more people, which I think is actually going to be a detriment to me. I wronged some of them have wronged me. I think I kind of want to play like Trinica's Revenge Tour today. So I think Mackenzie and Emily are like so dangerous, but Emily especially. She has some sort of like mist. Like she scares me so much. She got me, and I feel like I'm really good at reading people. I fully trusted her. She caused so much chaos, and we played competitive bets together, and she still made it so far, even when everyone knew she was a threat. So my number one agenda is like, we have to get Emily out of here.
I'm Emily Paddock. I am a 25-year-old admin living and working in New York City. I am super excited to be back at a Taylor Loop game. The first time I played was Greenhouse 6, and I felt like a fish out of water, not understanding how funny and cute you had to be in order to be with the vibe. Now I've had some time to ferment and like turn into a darker, richer version of myself, so I'm ready to just, have fun. I love playing live reality games. I've won a few. I also know Trinica. I played competitive events with her this past fall. I was the swing vote, and I said, yes, I'm absolutely voting with you, and then I voted her out. So she has a score to settle with me.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
I'm trying to, my first thought was just to try to make a deal with someone to exchange like 1s for 9s so we could get like a +5 and then, or not exchange, but play at the same time. Like a partner, yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't know if you're down for that.
I'm down
but
for that because we can essentially get we can get 10 matches of 10 or points since we each have 10 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it works out, so we would get,
well, except for the 10, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
This is the plan that Mackenzie and Mira are proposing. If they trade off numbers that add up to 10, they can rack up points for playing the higher number and also get 3 points for each time they play, because their numbers will add up to 10. Assuming a perfectly honest trade, both Mira and Mackenzie will receive 19, 15, 11, 7, and 8 points, plus 3 points for every time they play the lower card. But what about the 2 10 cards that both have left?
But we could, so here's the thing. What we could do is we do that with like our 1 through 9s, and then we each have a 10, and then we can play that with someone else, and the likelihood is we're gonna either tie or we're gonna win. So then there's extra points. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the only thing that would change for me is if like I feel like I want to lie to someone about my 9 or 8, but
Oh, I'm not gonna show anyone my cards.
okay.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
I'm gonna be like, no, this is like a 3 when it's
Yeah.
my 10.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Perfect. Love it.
I think I've broken the challenge.
A little bit, right? Because there's a rule in there that's like someone left with a card is
0
automatically
point.
0, but there's an even number of cards.
Yes.
There's 130 cards.
Yes. Plus, there's that bonus 11th card.
Kevin and JD have caught on to an important aspect of the game. Because there are currently 130 cards in circulation, all cards can be played by the end of the time limit. However, if anyone goes for the 11th card, there will suddenly be an odd number of cards in circulation, guaranteeing that at least one person will have a card remaining, rendering their score 0.
There's also the fact that you can duel the same person over and over again. And I think if math out the max possible numbers you can get, you have to do like a perfect like.
Yeah, so we would do like 5 and 5, for instance.
We both
and then
get
like
5.
you do 1, I do 9, and then you do 9, I do 1.
Yes, essentially.
So if we were to just like pair up and use all our cards against each other, how many points would that get us?
Okay, so let me do the math real fast. I'm sorry.
I'm now thinking, I think most people are going to end up thinking of like finding one person and splitting. But there's 13 of us.
And then there's also the possibility of the 10 card or 11 card.
Or the 11 card, yeah.
Yeah.
Would we be able to get the 11 card if we did our strategy?
We could, but how would that be? Like, that also hurts you because you're losing 10 points to get that card.
That's true.
Because, like, the thing is, like, you get the 11 card, you pay 10 coins. The most points you can get from that is 20 if someone plays a 1 and you play the 11. And then it starts going down real fast.
Yeah.
Like, if someone plays the 6, you actually lost points playing that 11 card.
Yeah, okay.
So you have to get.
So it doesn't seem worth it.
It doesn't. No, it's a trap card, I think. So, like, what would happen? Like, everyone ties in the end.
I don't think everyone can tie. Is the thing.
Yeah.
But if everyone pairs up, one person's going to be left out.
If I get more points than you, I'll.
Say no more.
All right. I'm gonna go try to talk to later.
No, that I didn't even think about. If the 11 is in play, there is an odd amount, and someone will have 0.
Yeah, that's true.
And they automatically lose.
Oh shoot!
And you get the 11 by spending 10 points.
If someone buys the 11, there would be, like, who would want to give them a card to give them an even amount again?
Will anyone know? Yeah, they would just do it secretly.
They probably won't talk about it. Yeah.
Unless it's announced.
You could
which I
keep it
doubt
secret.
So we gotta read.
That's a good point.
I'm not going anywhere
That's a
near
good
that
point.
11. I don't even want it.
That's a good point. You would just keep it secret.
Yeah.
He says there's
Right,
11 sticky
right.
notes.
I'm super slow with the rules, so I need to go over everything one more time.
So I'm nervous. I don't think I'm ready for the task, so I'm just going to rely on making friendships, and probably a better player is going to help me out throughout the game, and I'm just going to sneak my way into the top. Yeah.
So you said the game's pretty straightforward?
I mean, we can duel as many times as we want to, so it's pretty much if you start with your high numbers, I start with my low numbers, we just keep dueling over and over and over again. So 9 and 1, 8 and 2, and just do that.
And what would that do? Like if you do...
So as we're going through your high numbers, you're getting the doubles, plus we're adding up to 10, so we keep getting 3 each time. Then as it flips over, same thing happens to me. So it's just,
that's smart.
So I feel like that's an easy, like straight away, easy way to do it.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Like, should we do it?
Yes.
Hey, my name is Kevin Kalu. I'm from Dallas, Texas. It's my first time doing an LRG in my life. I've played Secret Hitler before, so I feel like I have a leg up in that way. So if a little social deception comes in, I'm going to take advantage of that.
You said you had played Secret Hitler before. What kind of things in your real life are you going to bring into the game to help you out?
So reading people, really listening to how they bounce off of each other, and then you learn how to not only lie, but read someone else's lie. So I'm going to use that to see if any social deception can kind of come in and help me out here.
Okay, wait, so we get from 1 to 9. Or how many numbers?
I think it's 1 to 10.
1
so
to
that's
10?
the weird thing, is that we don't know what to do with our 10s, but we can duel somebody else with our 10s, which is likely to help us get more points because we're the higher number anyways.
Okay,
So if we just do our 1 to 9s.
From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we leave 10 to duel someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is we'll just flip it. So someone else will do the 9, 8, 7, 6, and then we'll just even it out.
I'm down.
Okay, I say let's do that.
Okay, so some other parameters. I'm going to have the timer on this TV. If you would like to buy the gorgeous 11 card, just let me or Holly know privately, and we will get it to you privately. It's not a public buy. It hurts my heart to do it, but let's fire away.
Wow. I was going to say I was mathing it out. And so if we could literally just go down all of our numbers that aren't 10s, and it would end up with us being like solidly like in the middle, slightly on the high end.
Okay. And do you think that'll probably be good, right? Like,
Yeah.
Do you think there'll be some trickery along the way? Like, not everyone's gonna do this.
I don't think everyone's going to do this.
Okay.
Because like if we walk out of here with just like one card left, I think there's going to be plenty of people with still other cards.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Just
yeah.
screw me over.
Don't screw me over. This is round 1.
Okay. Yeah. Like.
Okay.
I'll play the whole game with you. I'm
Same.
very loyal.
Same. I'm super loyal. I can start at 1 if you want to do 9.
That works.
Okay.
Mira and Mackenzie follow the original plan, where they play 9 against 1, 8 against 2, and so on, getting all of the bonuses for adding up to 10, while also granting each of them double points for playing the higher card. This lands both players with a score of 72 points and a 10 card in their hand.
I don't really know what to do with my 10 from here. I'm like,
I'm going to tell people it's a 1, or like a 3. We can tell people that we just did like the 1 9s and the 5s.
I could go up to someone and be like, do you want to do 5-5? Just
Yeah.
That might be easier to believe.
Mm-hmm.
I said I was gonna like lie, but also if someone asks to see my card, now I'm kind of tripping out that I don't want to lie this early on, because if they're like, oh, let me see what the card is just to be sure, I have to go, no, you just have to believe me. So now I'm like, oh no, should I lie? Should I lie about the 10, or should I try to spend it? Or be honest?
I think, should we do the like just go back and forth with like just get rid of them all so we're both average?
Right?
So I'll start with 1, you start with 9.
Okay.
And then
we'll have to figure out something to do with our 10s.
I'll go
later.
up and you go down.
Yeah.
And we'll use our 10s with someone else or give them away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll switch back and forth going up and down.
Are we allowed to verbally say what we're doing before we send it?
Yeah.
Okay. But in this game particularly, I really want to just trade with Trinica and then trick somebody when I use my 10 against them to like get more points. So that's the basic strategy we're going with. Are we all ready to do exchanges? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, I think we were going to do a dual thing.
Go
too.
for it. Go for it.
On
I would
getting
totally
middle.
do it with you guys just to get rid of our cards.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my main goal, is just get rid of cards.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So I think for the first thing, we want to do 1. Just so we're in the middle of the pack. If I do 8 and you do 2, you just get the 10 multiplier.
Yeah.
And then we'll do 1 more where you do 2 and 8.
You don't want to do 9 and 1?
We can do 9 and 1 too, but that might be a good trade card if later on there's trades need to happen.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it still equals 10. 8 and
Yeah.
2 equals 10.
Instead of exhausting all cards against a pair, Matt wants to only play the 8 and 2 to get a high difference plus the bonus score for adding up to 10, while hanging on to his other cards to trade with other players. Emily and Trinica do the same.
All should also spread out a little bit and talk to other people, come back around.
Yeah,
And-
see
and
what the
reconvene.
plans
Yeah.
are.
Any of y'all want to duel to get rid of more cards, or do we want to wait?
Does it? Yeah. That doesn't matter who we duel. Like
I don't
all the
think
time?
so.
I think it's the trading cards that, like, if people are trading cards, that's going to differentiate whether someone in their pack is the top or the bottom.
Right.
But if we all put average, then
This is just
we're
to
not
pad the
gonna-
middle right
we're
now
like in
before we do
the-
any trading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I think he said you could technically duel one person the whole time if you wanted, but I don't think that's a great idea.
Because it caps the scores back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, and then people will know, like, you're for sure a duo.
Is there a... This outdoor group plays a handful of rounds, earning points across the board.
Does anyone want to do like a 5-5?
I'll do a 5-5.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Right.
fancy.
I'm down to do a 5-5.
I'll do a
anyone-
5-5 with you.
Okay, cool.
I have a coat in the car, but it's just like so long and big.
You want to talk
It's
for a
gonna
bit?
make me feel
Because we'll
like
charge us, we'll
a week
okay.
away.
Yeah.
If I put that on right now.
Oh, we
It's
don't
not
get to
that
know.
cool,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I'm just chilling now.
I'm gonna go sit inside it.
Yeah,
Yeah, very fair.
Mira lied and we said we were gonna offer up, do a 5-5 thing with someone else, and then I chickened out because I thought, what if they ask? But Mira really went for it, and she traded hers with Trinica. I did collect that. Mira's good at lying. I like that as in an ally right now, but she's good at it, and she's smart. The way her brain figures out solutions so quickly. Yeah, excited to have that on my side. Excited to get rid of that at some point. Maybe. I really like her.
So in terms of like what numbers do you need to offload right now? Because you're trying to get middle of the pack, it sounds like.
Yeah, I want middle.
I gotcha. Because I can do my 1 right now and get rid of my 1. But hopefully if I do that, you'll get a lot of points for that too. And hopefully that saves you. I think we should just do that, honestly.
I'm okay
I can
with
do
that.
Blind faith, and we'll just start from there.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. But we'll start off this conversation with, you can put whatever you want down. I'll put down the 1, so get your big multiplier.
Cool. I hope this doesn't put me in first, but...
Oh, well, you could have told me. I gotta...
That's my only
You literally could have asked whatever number you
only
wanted.
one.
Why did you not tell me to
So
put
I
in-
was like, you get rid of what you want.
What? If you didn't want...
No, it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
That's fine. But I wanted to work with basically the reindeer people, so you trying to cut Josh.
I'm good with that. Yeah, I haven't been able to talk very much with Trinica or Josh, but
Josh immediately, when we sat down here, first brought you up to work with.
Okay, great, because I like him, and I would be down. The only thing I'm wary about Trinica is that I think I got her out, kind of. I voted for her in reindeer games. Like, I didn't work with her, but I don't know if that's going to matter.
I mean, if it comes down to it.
I just was shady.
Yeah. I think Josh for sure.
Okay.
Like, I got good vibes because he immediately wanted to throw out trying to group the reindeer people together. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I would like working with you.
Yeah.
You're very honest for where you're at. But I think it's a bit tricky right now with everybody.
All right, so I'm thinking I give you all of my high cards, you give me all of your low cards. You just farm points off of me so that you can win, and then I could get the
Let's do it.
immunity token?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pass you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And I give you 5 through 10, or 1 through 5.
Yeah. So we'll play the 10s together, we play the 5s together.
Cool. Do you want to start with the pairs with the 10s and 5s?
Yeah, let's start with the pair of 5s first.
Let's do the 5s.
Kevin and JD followed this new plan where JD plays all of the low cards and Kevin plays all of the high cards, so Kevin could get the highest score possible between the two of them, while JD also scores from getting matching numbers and numbers that add to 10. So while Kevin ends up with 117 points, JD ends up with 37 points. Remember, if no one ends up lower than JD, JD will be in last place and cannot be granted immunity by Kevin.
Good work.
Upstairs, one group of players separates themselves from the rest of the group.
What people are saying is we go 1991. Like, that's what I've heard with other couples.
As long as you're not at the bottom.
We'll say
Right,
you're at
as
the
long as
bottom.
you're not at the bottom.
I don't care about winning. I just don't want to be at the bottom.
As long as you're not the last person with that
That's
duel.
fair.
So
Yeah.
if 1 and 9, 10 and 10 work,
Yeah.
as long as nobody goes for the 11.
Right.
I think the only thing is that I'm trying to think like how we can make sure like someone in our group can still win, because I'm betting that the 11 will be played by somebody, meaning that somebody's going to have 0 and that person will be the loser.
Yeah.
But if we can make sure that someone wins, two people can have immunity. You can go much higher.
Yeah, you can go higher.
If like someone sacrifices points.
All right.
For the 11 card.
No, so if I give like my 9s to German, my like 9 my higher point cards to German, and then he gives me lower point cards, and like we just keep playing and bank all the points to German. German will get definitely higher than 60. Okay, let's use our big brains with this. Okay, we can do this. Like, I trust each of us to be able to like have even trades, and like to not fuck each other over,
Yes.
so that we can ensure someone wins and then we're all generally safe.
Okay.
Because I think they're gonna be mucky about this.
Hello.
So,
Hey.
Hey.
You want me in here? Not in here?
So what you got?
Got
do
my
any
numbers?
trades?
I haven't done any trades yet. I just did like the middle of the pack numbers just so I could get rid of some of those.
Okay.
So I haven't done anything else outside that.
Gotcha.
Have you all been trading?
Not trading yet. We're just trying to figure out logistically like how to trade to kind of end in the middle of the pack.
Yeah. And I'm happy to be in this trade too. I need to offload high numbers, so if you want to do a match or whatever you
I
need to
think
do.
because you lost cards though, like we now have like an uneven amount. You know what I mean?
Difference is.
I mean that's fine too.
Yeah.
I would like to match.
Yeah. If you want to match and ditch some cards, we can do that real quick.
I think we're planning out with 40 cards right now.
Okay.
though.
If there's any changes or
Leftover.
complications, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because if we start trading cards, there's going to be an uneven
It's
amount.
gonna throw
I'm panicking because people downstairs have already
It's okay.
trading their cards.
Hey, we have 90 minutes. It's
As long as we make the math make sense.
It'll be okay.
For now, let's leave this group to their calculations.
They're icing you out?
Aww.
Go. I will say this.
Is there anyone else?
Go to get rid of your card as soon as you can. Yes.
Try to pull German. He seems to be anxious to get rid of his cards.
Yes.
Is that how you say it, German?
I think it's
I think
German.
so.
Okay. Well, are they physically locking him out?
I don't know.
It sounds like they should like shut the door.
Are they physically locking the door?
Well, they're just
They,
like
like,
saying it's the four of us. And they're physically like.
Oh, word.
I don't like that.
I got you. Can I talk to with y'all? Because I think we need to talk real quick.
Can you find out what we just did?
Yep.
I gave him all my cards.
I don't like that. That's not nice.
Yeah, those four are locked the fuck in.
Which room are they in?
I think
right next to the
Are they in the
laundry room.
office or are they in the bedroom?
I think they're in the bedroom.
Because I was gonna say
bedroom.
they're in the office. I'm just gonna go.
The
there.
room that we
I'm
were.
gonna get my shit.
I'm
writing their names down.
Yeah. Who's upstairs?
I'm gonna keep
Thomas,
track of this.
Oscar, German, Kevin.
They're on the list.
They're on my list.
You put Kevin K, not Kevin.
Yeah.
KK is upstairs.
Okay. Just to keep in the back of our heads that
Mean to co.
Exactly.
Yeah, I put ice out group.
There are four people upstairs all colluding with each other.
Right? They're colluding hard.
Yeah.
So you're gonna flip it.
And I say we can flip it
Doing what?
because.
I only have a 10 left.
Okay. What do you have, Emily?
8 and a 5.
8 and a 5.
Apparently, there's people upstairs colluding, like 4.
Well,
5 of them.
if I can get rid of our hand, we can still do it where you can win this. Because I could give you, if you give me the 10.
You have the 11?
Yes.
Okay.
So
How
if
are you
we,
going to get rid of an extra card?
Because you can do more than one card per trade. So I could trade one card with Emily for 3 of my cards or 4 of my cards.
I didn't know that.
So I come in from last season of Dilemma, first boot, by getting myself in the elim match and having to go play and fight for my life. This time around, I get locked out of this room. I start feeling that vibe again. I walk my way down, and I know that I already had the money, already had the chips. Get the 11 card because I know I'm going to create a situation, and I just need to be able to get rid of enough cards to cash myself out.
Okay.
And then if we do that, we can stack up someone to win. I mean, technically, I could just win this right now if we wanted to do it.
We should do it that way.
I can, yeah, we can do a 1.
So
if
1
you
and
wanna
11.
do- Yeah.
Let's do this one.
And they did not want people to know what they did. 'Cause
Yeah.
They were doing it in
They're playing
secret.
the right way.
Yeah.
And then how many cards do you have in your hand?
I have a 10, an 8, a 7, and a 2.
2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 total trades to nuke this out. I think we can nuke all of our cards out.
Okay.
So let's do the 10 and the 2.
Okay.
So if I'm winning this at this point, I might as well put the target on. We'll do it.
Go for it.
And then,
That's the only one you have left?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
It's my last one.
And you don't want a lot of points. Or do you want a lot of points? Because we can do the 10 and the
I think
9s
he needs.
either way.
I think he needs a few more because we just did a 3 with my 10, and so
Okay.
he needs to make up for those points.
Yeah, we do. We have enough to nuke every card out.
Okay.
So we're fine. You just need to hold 1 card for us to do this right. What?
Me neither.
I don't understand what this means.
I have a lot of points, but I was saying, where do you want to be in the ranking? Like, if you want to be
Oh.
higher up, then we do a lower number. If you want
As
to be
long as
lower,
I'm not the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to
that's-
give him some points because if I just took some points.
then do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
5
for
and
it.
10.
I'm out of cards now.
Okay. And then Emily, you have an 8.
Let me double
I
check
have
my
a match them
pockets.
up.
I don't want to have like a hidden.
Yeah.
There we go.
Then we only get 5 points.
Should we find someone with a 1 to give you that 9 and 1's combo? To really put you to the top?
If you can do that trade real quick, can we come back? Will
Do
be
what
good.
trade?
If we can get a 1 from somebody.
I'll see if anyone wants an
Yeah.
8 for a 1.
Okay.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm down to 1.
Okay.
You need to get rid of it. We don't have any.
We don't have
Yeah,
any
we
cards.
don't have any.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Good
Yeah.
job.
Do you still have your 1?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
No, sorry, no. I think I did that.
So what do you have if you want to do full transparency?
Yeah,
We're
10,
trying-
7, 6, 4, 2.
So
It's an odd number.
Yeah, isn't there going to be an odd number since there's an 11 in the
that
game?
means one of us has to do the German trade at the end.
What's a German trade?
I can trade with German.
Try to pull German. He seems to be anxious to get rid of his cards.
Yes.
Is that how you say it, German?
I think it's
I think
German.
so.
Okay.
And I'm happy to be in this trade too. I need to offload high numbers. So.
I would like to match.
Yeah, if you want to match and ditch some cards, we can do that real quick.
I'm panicking because people downstairs have already trading their cards.
Okay, we have 90 minutes.
Since there's an 11 in the game, won't there be an odd person out?
Yes, there'll be 1 card because
So-
11 is circulating.
If we get rid of all of ours, wouldn't that mean one of them is going to get 0 points?
Correct.
So let's get rid of all our cards
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down.
Okay. But how are we doing this?
It's just the amount of numbers that you have, like the amount of cards. As long as it matches up with all of us and we get cards out of the
How
hand.
much?
We have
okay.
6. Did you have 5 or 6 cards?
I have 4. 1, 2,
There's one more in
3.
your pocket.
Oh. Okay.
We need
5.
one more. We need 1 more card to make a trade that's
Yeah.
everyone's empty.
So how do we get another card?
Is it the only people with cards left are the 4
Should we
upstairs?
just try and interrupt them and see what happens?
Yeah.
This is what Trinica walks into.
They're being bold. KK, German, Thomas, someone else, I don't remember who, are doing their own little thing and just saying no to everyone, which is kind of wild this early in the game. I think I've been a little too shady and like cagey with my cards. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back down to the one group that's talking to me and has cards and figure that out. So
it should be fine.
Having 5 cards if she doesn't trade with us.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure they'll trade with her.
And she's more likely to work with us than them, so I really don't want her to get stuck in that. But I also don't want to screw myself over by waiting too long.
Right.
With an hour left.
But worst case, like these can cancel out and then that could cancel out. We could all just cash out right now.
If we get rid of all of our cards, then they're gonna have.
Yeah. And
Let's just
but
do
then
it.
we screw Trinica over.
Yeah,
I'd
if we trade, we
prefer
screw her
not
over.
to do that.
Me too.
Yeah. I think we hold it for Trinica, but worst case, we have enough right here as long as we don't trade anymore.
yeah. Well, I just opened the door and then I was like, "Are you guys open to trading?" And they said, "No, we're doing a group thing."
Okay.
I told you. I was like,
Damn.
they let her in, but it didn't sound like she was enthused.
I think I found a group that's become enemy number 1.
I know. I'm just glad it's not me.
I just opened the door. I didn't knock or anything. And I was like, "Hey, are you guys open to trading?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Oh." And they were like, "Yeah, we're doing like a group thing."
Oh my god. Okay.
So.
Have fun with that. All right. So we need to get rid of our cards together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And how are we doing that? Are we dueling?
Yeah, but to duel, you basically have to have it where, like, right now I have 3, so I could cancel both of them out. But if we split the cards equally, we can duel to eliminate everybody.
I understand.
Do you have any cards left?
No, I don't have any cards left, but we were saying, like, we would rather have you guys make it. So if you guys are running into a dead end and we want to use all of our communal brains, we're inside and we have no cards and we're down to.
Oh, yeah, we
Okay.
could
Yeah,
use
let's
it.
do that.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So what's happening with y'all with cards?
We have an odd number of cards between us.
Us 4 have cards still.
Yeah.
And we're trying to work it
Okay.
out so that.
So you have 1 card. How many cards do you have?
3.
How many cards do you
5.
have? 5. How many
I
cards
have
do
2.
you have? Okay. So
there's
you have
11
5.
here.
So there's 11 cards.
Yeah, without their help, obviously one of you is going to get 0.
Okay.
Before we sidetrack, can we just collectively agree that is not
Yeah, that's
cool?
crazy.
That is not
Yeah.
cool up there now.
If there's a
For-
chance to drag us up,
Dragon.
like, let me literally
It's-
write
I think
down
it's
their names.
German.
One of us
It's
will
German,
take-
KK,
Yeah.
Thomas, and Oscar.
Thomas and Oscar.
So wait.
But if it's a voting thing and one of us wins here, just put one of them up and then can't we all
Well, the
just...
loser
So
has
if-
to
so if
put
one-
that
okay.
2 of them up.
So, if
So
one of-
loser, just do that.
So yeah, if one of us loses, take 2 of them.
Yep.
100%.
What if? Hear me out. Hear me out. What if we make it so they can't duel?
How?
Y'all have 11 cards, right?
Oh.
Fill up the time at both the dueling stations until time runs out. Then they all go to 0.
Okay, clarifying question. Y'all can't just hold up the dueling stations.
Okay.
Cool.
What if we hold the host hostage?
Did anyone bring duct tape and some rope?
Emily and Trinica split off to play their cards against each other and leave everyone else to figure it out.
Who's gonna be left with the one card though? Is my thing.
Well, that's gonna be one of you guys probably. Because if we trade 3 for 1, now we both have 3, and we'd go head to head 3 times. This is me righting the wrong of lying to your face before getting rid of you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh, we're fine.
What?
You have 1?
I have 2.
You have 2 cards?
Yeah, and you have
3, so.
So we have to.
Give me the card.
You'll do it?
I'll do the death match.
Okay. Well, we have to do a trade, right?
No.
I can't just give a card?
You can pass cards. I think they fucked us over.
If
so
if anyone has a chance against them, it could be me. So, fuck it, we ball. Unless Emily wants to sacrifice herself.
Who would you want to go against?
Any of them. I'm pissed.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like a crazy thing to do round 1.
Yes.
Like, it's actually nuts.
Because we were all assuming everyone was just going to free trade at the end, and we were holding stuff together.
I can't believe I just said that.
Braver than the Marines. Okay, I'm gonna go inside because it's cold.
To be so fair, I was trying to screw over Emily.
I was too.
Okay, we tried to do the
That's
same
why I was
thing.
waiting for you to.
And that's why I did the Trinica thing. And as soon as I saw it was you screwed, not her, that's when, for me, like, I meant it when I said, I owe you. You've sacrificed your life for me before, many times.
Yeah, I'm gonna be even on this one.
And I'll fight for myself. And if not,
You
I
won
have
the
a weekend in
Genius
Austin.
before.
I have won the Genius before. Knock, knock.
Hold on.
Hey.
Okay.
We're
So-
figuring out a group thing.
I get it. Unfortunately, we all know that. But I was coming here to offer information in exchange for safety because I believe I'm going to be in the bottom 3.
Okay.
Emily down there has only 2 cards left. And I have the 11. And I'm
Okay.
willing to give the 11 and see if I can get one of her cards from her and bring it up here so you still have even and you can choose who wins. If I can get you 2 cards, one of the 11, one another, would you save me if I'm near the bottom?
I'm not winning in our group situation, so.
Do you guys not want the 11? Like, if I can get an 11 and a 4?
No. I think
we're
averse from the 11.
We're still struggling to find a configuration with this number. So if we add another card, it's gonna mess up everything.
Okay, totally. Okay, I had to try.
I
Just
know.
in
I'm
case.
sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
So back to this.
You took my 1 and I.
Okay. Okay. So now that the 11's in play, we're safe.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So
Okay.
we'll max this out.
We just stay each other and just try to get in the middle so that.
Okay.
I've sacrificed myself.
I was just about to say.
Wait.
Well, you took a card?
No, I only have 1 left. You can't do that. You can't steal someone's cards.
I thought you had 8.
Well, I just want to take one of the bastards out, like, quite frankly.
You should literally just get one of them to turn. Like, all you need is the weakest link of that group.
That's why they're doing the 4 in a room, shutting the door, though. There's no turning.
What happens if I just go in the room and sit on
Yeah,
the floor?
just sit.
Just do it. Like, let's just disrupt them.
At the very least, we force them to move.
What happens if we all just go in there and sit down right now?
Let's go filibuster.
At the very least, it's funny. Just go in. We're just going in.
That's true. It's been like an hour.
Are we filibustering? Are you ready?
Are we filibustering?
Are we going? Yeah, I'm
All right.
Hi guys. Hi. We're all just gonna come in and hang out. Y'all been like isolated.
We're just chill.
Okay.
We're just being chill.
And then we are going to.
Step 2. We play 10s and 2s.
10s and 2s.
So Kevin plays 10. I play 2.
Kevin.
And that's how we flip, so we know that you already used it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we are going to
Cascade 9
so,
1. So
play.
you play the 9, I play the 1.
Oscar.
And then I play 9 and you play a 1.
Amazing. Oh, hey, there's my water bottle.
Traded.
Are we letting steel players card? No. That was the rules.
And then we traded for ones and 2s.
Okay.
So which one of you is getting screwed over?
Okay, hold on.
It's marginal and yeah.
738.
I am getting frustrated and annoyed by other people outside the group, which like I understand like the point was for them to just like remove our focus and like try to help us like mess up or something. Mira, that was annoying, and girl, like you know what you're doing.
We have 4 people who made a very bold decision to isolate themselves and not let anyone else in a room. I don't think it's gonna pan out well for them. Their math is really weird, and I don't think they're gonna get anywhere near Kevin's points. We made a plan downstairs with the people who were not included in the foursome upstairs, and it's that whoever is in the bottom, which we think is gonna be Emily, she's gonna drag 2 of them. We're gonna vote for whichever one she wants to go into the duel. They're all confused. They've lost track of who's supposed to be giving each other what. Amazing. That's great. They're not gonna get above like 50 points each. And then, oh, Thomas got sassy with me when I was like, so who's getting screwed over? And he said, it's marginal. And they're like, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't think they're going for the win, which is the
It
thing.
seems like they're all just going to be safe, which is crazy after isolating everyone.
Right, that guarantees
One of you
one.
should win.
One of you needs to win to save at least one other.
Yeah.
We're doing a group thing, actually, if you could.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, 36 minutes.
Okay, we got it.
So this is the part that I don't like at the beginning of a game, where just because a team or a group of people are already like working something out in one room and another is another, like all of a sudden now it's 2 teams, one against each other and one is secretive. And here we are.
Okay, cool.
So let's do the trade right now.
So 1 goes to Oscar. I'm
And I'll
taking
give
your
you a 10. Okay.
2 goes to Tom. I'm taking your 10. 3 goes to German. I'm taking your 10.
Okay, everyone cross that off.
The group of 4 follows their admittedly convoluted plan, spreading points between the 4 of them, but skewing more points toward KK. There's one hiccup in the middle of the plan.
Wait, oh my god, did I play the wrong fucking number?
Do not.
Wait, no, I have a 7. Do you
I
have
also
3?
have a 7.
What do you
Did I play a 3? Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
That was so dumb. Well, we
just get rid of it. Yeah, just get rid of whatever you have extra.
Both play 7?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
And then we're doing our partner
Pairs.
trades with 6, 5, and 4.
What it?
Okay,
4,
so
5, 6, we go up.
so we do 4.
Yeah, okay.
Stupid. I play 8, you play 8.
I don't want to see those fucking numbers ever again.
As long as we play all our cards,
Right.
we're good to go.
German, can I talk to you?
Yes.
What's going on with that?
We were just the 4 in that room,
Uh-huh.
and we just was trying to figure out strategies to get rid of all our cards. So
Yeah.
that's what we did.
They're pissed at you guys.
Who's pissed? Emily?
All of them are.
Oh.
Because pretty much everyone tried to get in there, and y'all were like,
But how are you going to come up in there when you don't have no cards?
Well, it was before. I don't know about that group that had none, but a couple other people, like I think Koa said he tried to go in, and like Emily tried to. So, just
Well,
like
they
they're
asked,
gonna...
can I come in? And the answer is no. Sorry.
I know, but I'm not arguing with it. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, okay.
They're not happy.
Okay.
But I would talk to Emily because she's the one who has a card left, and she's going to be the one making the decision.
Okay. Good. Emily, can I talk to you?
Oh, wait, now you want to talk to me?
Now I want to talk to you.
Now we do.
Yes.
Interesting. Someone get a camera out there.
I know you came in the room trying to trade the cards, but
Yeah.
I was just following along with the group.
I understand.
And they came up with the plan. So I'm sorry that we didn't.
Yeah, I know for
Invite
sure I'm
you.
going to drag Oscar because he fly trapped me in Greenhouse 6.
Oscar has purchased the Venus flytrap, canceling the round. And Oscar, you will have the choice to eliminate any of your fellow players.
Oscar, you just purchased the Venus flytrap for 10 seeds, canceling the round and giving yourself the sole power to eliminate any one of these 7.
Emily, do you have
fly traps.
All right, Emily, you've been banished from the greenhouse game. Thank you for playing.
So it's just a question of like who's gonna be with him, and can we just vote Oscar?
Wow.
He was an alternate. Maybe he doesn't need to play.
I was willing to hear you out, but they already had the plan ready to go, and I was just going with it. Because when I came downstairs,
I respect it.
when
I
I-
was surprised.
when I came downstairs, they had already got rid of all their cards, so I was panicked. So I just
Yeah.
went upstairs to get rid of my cards.
I think there is like a level of animosity of like House versus like the 4. They really want 2 of you guys dragged in. And I think I would
What
be
about the
doing
4
that.
people who got rid of their cards first? Like, they didn't even consult anyone, and they just got rid of all their cards.
Actually, that's so fair.
They did,
That
yeah.
wasn't
And
working with us
honestly,
either.
like we were just playing a very safe, confined thing,
Yeah.
and like I would have totally done 5 people, 6 people, but when you already are losing cards and
Yeah.
already have outside trades, it's impossible to have like an even trade.
So like one of you's going in.
Yeah.
It's just a question of if it's 2 or
Well, I think one of them from the 4 that got rid of their cards first should
do
go
one
too.
of each and
Yeah.
say like there's 2 different ways you
Exactly.
don't work with people by going too fast and going too slow.
Exactly.
One in each.
That's fair.
Right.
I would consider that. I mean, I think there's a married couple that's not saying they're married.
Yeah, are they not? Are they hiding it?
Are they saying it?
I mean, they said that they both live in the same town, so I
Okay, yeah.
assumed.
Do you know anyone on the cast at all?
So my husband Kevin is playing, and then I know Trinica as well. She was in the previous LNG that I played.
Because that would be kind of fun to like put them against each other. But that's just because if it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. I just want to play and beat whoever I go against.
Yeah.
Oscar, why should I not drag you in?
What should you not drag me in?
Yeah, because I'm going to lose.
Well, you know I've killed you before.
Yeah, so why don't I kill you this time?
And I'll do it. I mean, you can also. I also don't know what the challenge is, so.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly am down for it.
I'm willing to vote for whoever you actually want to duel against.
I'm not going to put you in, Thomas.
But that was me offering like to help you out and be on your side.
I should not play the house's game. I should play my game.
Yes.
Emily,
You've
I feel
already
like
played
the
the house's
people.
game.
I feel like the people who stayed downstairs screwed you over.
Yeah.
Like us
I mean, yeah.
stayed separate from you.
Yeah.
They were. I think it's an equal level of screwing over, and I don't think either was intentional against
No.
you. So
Yeah.
So, you know, like both groups just had a strategy that the other group did not.
Purely, I guess I'm just going to figure out who hasn't been looking me in the eye. And then I'll tell you.
Because you probably can't trust them
Can
going
I just
further.
look at you real quick?
Just real quick, Emily.
I hear we're having conversations out here.
Yeah.
like, hello.
Make sure you look Emily in the eye first of all. It's
That's
very
like a
important to
must.
her.
So apparently, according to the group in there,
Yes.
you did not have the 11 card.
I did not. Emily down there has only 2 cards left.
Uh-huh.
And I have the 11. And
Okay.
I'm willing to give the 11 and see if I can get one of her cards from her and bring it up here so you still have even and you can choose who wins. Who ratted it out?
I'm not gonna tell you.
You're not gonna tell the girl who has to decide
She's
who's
gonna
going
go
into
to
the
the
duel?
Who ratted me? Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'll
let
second that.
Let me get his name real quick. What's your name, babe?
What's your name?
No reason.
Oh
Who do you
my
think
God.
of it? I think it was Matt.
It was Koa.
Yeah, I did too.
It was Kevin.
Oh, that was my second guess.
Shared the same
Ooh.
name. Scandalous.
Then I'll throw him and his wife in. Easy. Thanks. Easy. So everyone knows I have the last card, and now it's like he said, she said, of people throwing each other under the bus a little bit. Then there was talk about how the first group going so fast was just as unhelpful to and like not working with me, or like as saying to the later. So it's like even though the house had time to like turn against the 4 in the room, having your cards all gone before we could talk to you is the same effect. So it's like the energy of like the house versus them, I feel like isn't like where I'm going. I'm going for like put at people who I could possibly beat.
Like our
That's
intention was to help everyone get rid of their cards.
Mhm.
The odd number, to be fair, the odd number came from someone down here getting the 11, which we don't know who got it.
I'll speak for myself, but also other people. I think people were just trying to break off quickly because they were scared. We were just left in the living room.
We were in the living room by ourselves.
Together.
It's like the house vibe, versus, and I can feel the house vibe, like wanting that 4, but I also feel like I just want to win the match, and I did I intentionally took the card. I had traded and I had 0 cards, and so I was willing to take it so somebody else could stay in, and so I'm not going to throw them in.
Oh, okay. I thought you just didn't trade. Like, you just didn't duel outside.
Yeah, no. I got rid of my cards, and then I took pity on somebody who had multiple.
I can't speak for everyone, but I feel like if you maybe don't put one of them in, that the majority that was maybe doesn't.
Oh, like it might be like a turn on
They
Emily
might
situation?
feel like I don't know. Just because when you were out there, everyone was like, "What are they talking about?" Like,
maybe they were upset that I was talking to them.
I don't know. No, upset. They were like upset, more worried.
Yeah, so they want me to throw in 2 you guys, so they can have an easy, everyone's safe, they can protect their people, not show cards. I intentionally took the last card because I screwed over Trinica in a game I played with her previously. And I didn't want her to get screwed over because of me. And so I'm not going to throw her in. And I was putting up the Venus flytrap thing. I do want to try to work with you if I stay. I just want to beat somebody. I don't care about the house politics.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to have to vote no matter when I choose somebody. They want me to choose you guys, so it's no one's doing anything bad. Just Emily does something bad. And I'm like, no. Everyone has to make a choice here.
Right.
So in my brain, I feel like I should put up the married couple.
I think so. That will be fierce.
That's what
because
should happen here.
They're all sitting there just like, oh, Emily is he's gonna put any of you guys.
Yeah, they didn't work with me.
Yeah, they're just trying to make you the
I have to trust myself, not them. Yeah. And I'll either win or I'll lose and I'll hang out and I won't have played someone else's game. I'll have played mine.
Yeah.
That's what matters. So that's where I'm at. I think that's the right choice.
Yeah.
Here we are at the end of the first game. That was a fun one. For me, at least. Alright, let's get these results. So, first place was Kevin D with 117 points. Congratulations. And last place was Emily P with 0 points. Because you still hold a card.
I do.
That's a crying shame. So anyway, before we get to Emily's decision, Kevin, you won immunity individually, and however many coins I said you would win for that. And you also get to share that immunity with another player. Who are you sharing that immunity with?
JD.
Alright, so JD and Kevin, you are both safe from this week's duel. So with that in mind, Emily, I need you to choose the 2 candidates who might be the person you go against.
I've heard a lot of different opinions on where I should go with this. And all I have to say is that I'm not playing a game of Big Brother. I'm playing Dilemma. And part of that is going against those who you could beat and having other people also make hard decisions too. So I'm going to put up M and Mira.
Oh. Em and Mira, you are nominated as potential dual competitors. So, before I talk about how the vote works, Emily, come see. I want you to randomly choose one of the cards in this box.
Is this my box?
No.
If this is the third person that's up, I would.
This is the death. Wait, I'm choosing.
This is the death match.
Oh, this is the game. This is the game that's played.
All right, which game are we playing?
9 Men's Morris.
Okay, so we will be playing 9 Men's Morris for our duel. I'm going to go put the 2 boxes of our 2 candidates, M and Mira. By the end of the next 20 minutes, you must drop a coin in one of the boxes. It's a live vote, so you can go stop by the voting booth at any time, and we will count the votes after it's over. If you would like to buy an extra vote, just let someone on production know, and we will deduct that from your coin count.
All right, not a bad first round, I think. I got immunity. I got the lowest number of points without actually getting the card. So
I feel like everything that I set out to do for this round paid off. I have a really strong ally, I think, now in Kevin. I was able to help him win this main match, and now he has this immunity that he's able to give to me, which is really nice. And yeah, it just feels like smooth sailing for now.
I think she actually was the one who said it. I want to put in the married couple who's pretending they're not married. And I was like, are they pretending they're not married? I'm pretty sure they talked about like being from the same town and like driving up together. And she was like, well, I don't know. It just seems like they're keeping it quiet. I did tell her that because I knew you were going to be safe. I told her that you were like really good at games. So hopefully she wouldn't put you in, but obviously that did not work. I think, I don't know what your play is here.
She knows who had the 11.
Mm-hmm.
I know who had
the 11.
I know who had
the person who had the 11 is the one who screwed it up for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why not put him in?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why.
No, I think she is definitely going to play with people that she knows, and she doesn't know y'all.
Yeah.
I hope whoever goes in can beat her because I think she's the most dangerous person here.
I don't like hearing the fact that she's saying we're trying to pretend that we're not married. Have I ever?
Is that what Emily's trying to say?
She said she initially told her.
said Emily said that
she wanted to put me and her in because we're pretending to not be married.
Oh.
Now I'm like,
what? That doesn't have any bearing.
and then, like I've walked out there and like, you're married to someone here? It's like, yeah, Emily's my wife. I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why would
and
I?
What difference
it's
does it
not
make?
like you immediately went to not pair up with me and pair up with someone. Like, it doesn't
Literally.
matter.
Exactly.
So I am in a very tricky spot because I made a promise to Mira.
We did.
For what?
It was when the four of us were talking before, like our big group.
Mira
you wouldn't
and Mackenzie.
vote for her if she went in.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the two of us and Mira and Mackenzie.
Bruh.
But I'm not bound by that.
You also could just buy some extra ones.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Okay, well, I need to talk to more people because my name's out there, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, your name's out there.
I'm asking for people to vote for M.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like out of confidence or
Out of the fact that I've played a game before with a partner and I understand how much of an advantage it is to have someone watching out for you like that.
Oh,
and
her partner?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Kevin and Em are married.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I
So
wanted
that's
to
what
put
makes this an easy vote.
Oh, that's why you wanted to put Kevin up too.
Yes, yeah. Because then it's like
it's your chip for voting. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because that's such an inherent advantage. Why let somebody have that the whole game?
Oh my god, I feel dumb.
It's fair. I mean, granted, Kevin didn't save him.
That's that's true. That's true.
A thing, but he and JD traded.
JD
so
gave him all his high cards.
Yeah.
What do you think? That's a good question.
I think.
Who do you want?
I think that the smarter. Well, I do want M,
Okay.
and I think it's the smart move because her and Kevin are married, and so that's an advantage that none of us have in this game to have someone that we can trust unconditionally. That's why I would think so.
Do we know that they work together in games?
Oh, because he didn't give her immunity.
I don't know if they've
Mackenzie
ever played
and Connor
together.
don't really work together in games.
Yeah, we don't.
I have played a game with my partner before, and even when he's not like the best ally, you're still getting a lot more information than anyone else because someone's honest.
That's true. He does feed me, but he's also Connor. He can't
Connor's a wild
not
card.
feed me. Yeah.
The Connor factor is a different.
Or like someone protecting you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're fighting for our own ground.
It's a good reason.
I just wanted to talk to you because we didn't really get to talk.
Yeah, we
during
didn't
the
get to chat.
round. And so like I have interacted with you more than Em, so I'm planning on voting for her.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
That is, I mean, I'm also like, that's who Emily wants. So like, I'm very much along the like mindset typically of like the person who doesn't really have a say in getting to be in the duel, like the person who has to be there. I tend to vote for who they want.
Yeah.
Because I see that as like the fairest option.
That's fair. Do you know who took the 11?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I know I didn't. My score was different than I thought it was going to be though.
Mine was too, but I don't think we logistically actually spelled out our trades.
Well, yeah, y'all's trades are crazy.
I hope that you don't have to play.
Me too. I'm hoping that, people do what Emily wants and because I didn't realize they were married.
That was a revelation to me after I traded all my cards. Yeah.
That obviously revelation right now, immediately after being put up for elimination.
Awesome, amazing.
Slay. I'm not voting for myself. Sorry, Emily or
I personally was I just spoke to Mira and I wanted to kind of get your sense of like your gameplay because I didn't get to talk to either of you before making my decision.
Okay, so like sense of gameplay, like.
I guess like, are you planning on being like aggressive? Do you want to like work with teams? Are you trying to be safe and staying out of duels? Like what is, I don't know.
So my goal going into this is not to be like top of the pack. Obviously being at the bottom sucks. That's not the goal. But so yeah, kind of like playing it safe in the middle, relying on like social relationships to hopefully keep me out of duels.
Yeah.
Which apparently, I haven't talked to Emily about this, but I heard that she was telling people that she wanted to put me in because I was hiding the fact that me and Kevin are married, which like we weren't hiding that at all. Like we didn't even, it's not like we were in the car and we're like, hey, let's like pretend we're not married. But it's like, it just didn't naturally, I mean, we've known each other for like 10 minutes, it feels like, so it just didn't come up at all. But yeah. By the way, if you didn't know, me and Kevin are married. But yeah, he's probably voting for Mira. So, or are we voting for the person we want to be in the duel or the person we want to be safe?
You're voting for the person you want in.
Okay, then he's voting for me.
You should maybe share that with people or like try to, I would do that. Like if you guys come in, impress upon that you're playing an individual game because I think that is what's getting into people's heads.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then there's apparently a lot of drama going on between the M's because one is married to Kevin and he might help her or protect her or not. And I'm thinking that if I give it to M and the two face off, that will play into that little triangle there, little love triangle. So I'm going to give it to Emily.
I think because the winner, Kevin, he put him safe. Like so he's probably convincing people to save his partner.
His wife M is telling me that he is voting M to go to the duel because they want to separate.
They do want to play separately. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a ruse, but that's just what I was told. That's information that I'm sharing.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna trust my instincts, and there's something about this player right here. Mira.
You were telling me that you've played with M before, and that she's really smart and would be good at these challenges potentially.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I have no idea what this is.
I personally want Emily, who ended with 0 coins, to stay and win.
She's like gung-ho on putting Emily in because
she wants
Mira is a legal aid or something.
A legal aid? Okay.
So she's like, oh, she's really smart.
Okay. Gotcha.
And also because of the whole married couple thing, I think.
Right.
So I already tried to be like, are you sure?
Okay.
But I think that's what she wants to do.
Alright.
So.
Yeah, it sounds like that was the sense from Emily too.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm just overall strategy for this game. I'm taking this round by round.
Yeah, same.
I don't see a real benefit of pairing off or having groups because
I think it's like a downside.
Is different.
Yeah.
And watching these games, the people that scoot along further are people that are just generally in the middle.
Yeah, more flexible.
They're not really seen as threats. So.
Yeah, I think that was my mistake last time I played. So I'd love to not do that again this time.
Same.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Well,
sweet.
Yeah.
Excited to play.
Yeah.
If I didn't promise Mira that I wouldn't vote for her, obviously it would be just a slam dunk vote Mira for me. But I promised Mira I wouldn't vote for her. But then, it's my wife. That's no.
I think that's fair. I think.
But I also have to take out. Something I obviously have to separate is the partners.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a game. A game is a game, and
yeah.
You've already clearly showed that you're willing to play with other people by pairing with JD.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm not concerned about you and M because you've already shown that, and both of you have shown that you're able to play with other people.
But I've already heard someone's trying to push us as a duo just because we're married.
Right. I just think that's a natural, easy thing to do, but I don't think that's necessarily a problem at this time with 13 players.
Yeah.
This is how I'm viewing it. I am wanting Emily, who lost, to stay personally, and I think she has a better chance of winning against Mira than M. That's just like my perception. I don't know if that's even like real.
Yeah, because my wife Emily, she has been learning how to play chess and runs her chess club at her school and stuff like that. Well, so it's like, it kind of like, I know it's not exactly chess, but it's like
it's similar games.
Yeah,
and I think Mira's also familiar with the game potentially.
I think Mira could potentially be a bigger threat in like the grand scheme of strategy, but as like a dual threat person, I see Emily as.
You think this is a good time to take the shot?
Yes.
We only have like 3 or 4 minutes left to vote.
I understand where you're coming from.
I'm leaning. Yeah, I don't think any of us have like a strong consensus either. So I think it's just truly just on vibes.
Yeah.
One of these people strikes me as a much bigger threat, and I would much rather not go against them if it could be helped. So I'm voting for the person who almost cost me the immunity necklace for today's challenge.
I'm voting for the person I want to go into the duel, correct?
Yes, you're putting a chip in the person you want to duel.
So I want to weigh them down.
Yes.
Oh, and Mira's going down, okay? I think that she has a better chance of losing against Emily. I want Emily to stay in the game, personally. And she just kind of annoyed me when she was coming into our room and chatting while we were trying to figure out our swaps. And I don't know how that math ended up, but it got us in the middle and that was our goal, so.
That sounds like Kevin wants to put you in. Is that?
He promised Mira he wouldn't before both our names were up.
Right.
So.
Okay.
I don't know. He told me he doesn't know what he's going to do. The reason I'm in is because people think we're going to work together because we're married. So if he like votes in my favor, then that would look really bad for him.
Yeah. Emily is also pushing for you.
I heard. Because she thinks she can beat me or something. It's just like, just sucks that it's because there's someone else here with me that.
Yeah.
Like everyone here knows someone.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like
that's stupid. It's stupid. Because my argument to people was like, if they're a couple, leave them in as a couple, because that's a threat then. Why would you want to break that up? And now, you know, but I think it's just too big of a force for you. Well, I hope you win.
Thanks.
I really want Emily out of here. She's gonna run this whole game. I swear to you.
Well, I mean, if I were confident in games, I would have volunteered too. But I'm not.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Yeah. So I am voting for Emily D, aka M. But it seems like everyone's voting for her, and she knows that. So that's what we're doing.
Thank you. I didn't get first food dilemma this time. We got it. We survived. We did go in the duel. It's confirmed. All right. But Emily did a solid. She made sure that she had the last card so I wouldn't even be in this situation. And her only ask was for me to vote Emily. So I'm going to honor that.
So, shocker, I'm putting my token in Mira's. I know probably all of them are in mine. To my understanding, Emily put me in here because me and Kevin were supposedly hiding the fact that we're married, which we weren't doing. I didn't introduce myself as married to Kevin, but like we were not hiding the fact that we're married. I didn't do a single duel with him the whole time. We didn't even talk about this challenge at all, so it's kind of frustrating that we're being targeted for like secretly working together when we didn't even talk until after he'd already gotten rid of all his cards.
It's time to send in the second person into the elimination duel. Who will go up against Emily? Let's find out together. I vote for Emily. I vote for Mira. I vote for Emily. I vote for Mira. 3 votes Emily. 3 votes Mira. 4 votes Emily. 4 votes Mira. 5 votes Emily. 5 votes Mira. 6 votes Mira. 6 votes Emily. We have a tie vote. Which means, Emily, as the bottom player, you must choose which player you'll be going against in the duel.
Wow.
Can we get Emily to stand up?
Yeah. Yes.
This is going to be a battle of
Oh,
the Emilys.
And one more. And oh, okay. We have no camera on Mira.
That's okay. We're
Okay,
good.
great. Sorry, say it again.
Can you say it again? Sorry,
can you
Dylan messed up the shot.
That was my bad.
Sorry, Dylan talked while you were making
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
announcement fiercely.
She's in my shot.
Oh,
Could everyone
she's-
do a similar gasp as
Yeah,
earlier?
sorry.
This will be a battle of the Emilys.
All right, so Emily versus Emily in the first duel of the season.
I mean, Paddock, I want back from this match because she just proved in this level that at some degree she wants to work with me. Obviously, she 100% will stab me in the back 4 rounds from now, but I'd rather have the enemy I know. And more importantly, it breaks up the married couple. I think everyone's kind of on the same page for it. They 100% are working with each other and they are giving each other information because I made sure to give them conflicting information just to watch them go together and then compare notes. So I already know that they're doing it. I already did a test in the first 10 seconds.
Okay, 6 votes. Which, I mean, like, thanks. I know that I'm competition, but don't come for me round 1. Like, if you try to eliminate me and it doesn't work, I have a reputation as a villain for a reason. Like, I'll come for these hoes. Don't try me. I am leaning kind of more towards wanting Em to come back, and that is not because Emily put me up, but it's because she's, like, it seems like she's hiding, like, maybe a friendship or some sort of, like, bond with Thomas and Oscar and trying to, like, play it off because she was very insistent that she was putting Oscar in, and then she put me instead. So I'm, like, leaning towards being able to work with Em a little bit more. Plus we have a pretty solid, like, foundation of, like, a group of people we can work with if Em comes back versus Emily. If you're gonna hit a bitch, knock me out in 1 hit, or you're gonna be the one going down. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Thomas did say when I was outside with him that he wanted you to go in because he thought that Emily could win against you, but then Emily said that she wanted Em to go in because you're a legal aid.
I'm in law school, or trying to get into law school. I'm not a legal aid.
No, that was the word on the street.
So common denominator here is Emily is saying false things about people.
My thought process is because of the fact that apparently the boys think I'm the biggest target, so I need to go, or the biggest threat. Essentially, I have to win immunity every round, or I'm going to be in the bottom 2.
Well, I'm hoping that still some of the people who said that they were going to go against that original 4 are down for that.
Yeah.
I'm still down for that.
I think regardless of which Emily comes back, they would be down to go against the boys.
Oh, I don't know about original Emily. You think so?
Which
Emily Paddock? Only if she's not going in there.
I think Em would.
I don't think she wants to play against them.
I think Emily P is tight with Thomas.
Which
Oh, I clocked that up very fast. Like when we were talking about, like, oh, you should pick 2 of the 4. She
immediately
said,
"Oh,
which
Thomas."
one? Yeah.
And then when I was out there with him,
She said she
and
was
her,
doing Oscar immediately, and I was like, all right, cool. And then she didn't say
and
it.
she didn't do it. And she told Thomas, like, oh, I'm definitely not putting you in, like, right away. And then they had, like, a little laugh. So, like, they have some history I don't know of, but
there definitely feels a comfortableness between
Yeah.
them, and then also her and Oscar.
Okay, I messed up because I totally thought everyone was voting for Emily. So I voted for Emily, thinking, obviously I'm not going to be the odd one out voting for Mira. And then it was super close. I could have saved Emily, and I do feel really bad about that because as much as I think that she and Kevin will want to turn against me, I thought that we could work together for a little bit. But like Kevin, I was clearly willing to save Emily. And Kevin and I had a frank conversation, and he implied that he was going to vote for Mira, most likely. So I'm like, why would you not come grab me and tell me before I voted? So, I don't know. I don't feel like I have like anyone that I'm really close to right now. Probably the closest would be Emily Paddock, but I also do not trust her within an inch of my life. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out, based on whoever comes back in here, what I'm going to do.
Hello, duelists. Today we will be playing 9 Men's Morris. The object of the game is to play until the other person can no longer move, or falls to 2 pieces. First, players will take turns placing 1 piece at a time on the board. I'm doing this randomly. Please do not read into what I'm doing. Once all the pieces have been placed, play will begin. Going one at a time, players will move their little pegs to an adjacent hole connected by a line. Whenever a player's color forms 3 in a row, that's called a mill. Once that you form a new mill, you're allowed to remove a piece of the other player. If a player forms a mill, like I just did for these blues down here, you cannot remove a piece that is part of the other player's mill. So here, blue would have to take one of these 6 pieces. It'll take this one. So players keep moving, 1 space at a time, slowly creating new Morrises and removing their opponent's pieces. The game ends whenever one player reduces the other player to 2 pieces. Alternatively, the game ends if a player can no longer make any moves. The player who is stuck and can no longer move or is reduced to 2 pegs loses the game. To spare you the sounds of the loudest yard work in the world, we'll skip past the placement phase of the game. Here's how the board looked after the players put all their pieces on the board. We will begin the movement portion of the game. With 3 of M's pieces placed in a corner, Emily has an opening to block her in. By moving the lower piece, Emily effectively corners 4 of M's pieces. M immediately returns the favor. Yes.
Just move the piece I touched.
M has inadvertently moved a piece that gives Emily an opening to form a mill. Oh, which piece will you remove? Right, that is a mill. Which piece will you be removing? Please move the piece. Please move the piece. That's a mill. Which piece will you be removing? Please move the piece. That's a mill. Which piece will you remove? As M is down to 5 pieces, 3 of them cornered, and Emily has not lost 1 piece yet, which is about at the end here. That's a mill. Which piece will you be removing?
That's game.
Yes. No moves left. So, unfortunately, M, you have been eliminated from Dilemma Corruption. Thank you for playing.
Good game, guys.
We should put a selfie on the Facebook group. Ah, no. No. Sorry, no.